Joe Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. You might notice a little different angle here. Once again, we have a larger than normal item I'm reviewing. I didn't feel like busting out the table, going to the other room, doing the full, here's my face and I'll hold up this box and all that kind of business. I'm just going to do maybe a couple of different shots here and see what I can fit into the frame and what I can't. And as you see, what you're looking at here is the GI Joe Classified Series VAMP Clutch with VAMP. Isn't that interesting? Multi-purpose attack vehicle. Beautiful box. Great renderama on the front. We already know. Now, this is interesting. So we know the ferret is coming. We know the ferret looks better than that little render in the background there. And we also know the ferret, or the Cobra Scout, that is the driver that comes with the ferret, is gray and not blue. So that's interesting. I do like the bright blue of that ferret, though. I'd really like to have one of the, I think it was the mail order ferret from the original line that was that bright blue, and I'd really like to have one of those, but I'm sure they're prohibitively expensive. But anyway, gorgeous art. I love the clear window over here, just like back in the day. Looks fantastic. Clutch is one of the top original Joes for sure. Back of the box, we've got everything that's in here, but we're going to get to all that. So let's just go ahead and open it up and take a look. Pulse shipped this thing to me super quick, which is not always my experience. I felt pretty fortunate with this one. So they charged me for it on Tuesday. They shipped it, or Tuesday, like right after midnight, like right after Monday became Tuesday, they charged me, which is usually what they do. Excuse me, I'm moving around here. Oh, we've still got our weapons locker going on there, or our accessories locker, I guess it is. And then shipped it on Tuesday also, which I was absolutely not expecting. I'm working around a tripod here, so I'm doing my best. Okay, that is it for the... Oh, we've got instructions. I like it. They fell on the floor. Hang on. Look, little instruction book for the VAMP. I would... On the one hand, I would love it if this required assembly and had labels. But on the other hand, for a 1/12... Oh, look at it. For a 1/12 scale vehicle that I paid $100 for, which, by the way, I still think is a phenomenal price for this. Excuse me, I think is a fair price and just barely made the cut of me wanting to buy it. I mean, so Lenny, if you're watching, the price is just, you squeaked it in, just under the line, pal. Anyway. Look at that. No little plastic tabbies holding him in place. Just nice friction holding him in that tray. Love it. I don't even know what I was saying. I'm so excited at the sight of all of this. I can't believe... Man, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I can't believe we've got a VAMP in the classified line. Oh, those are like secured in there. Hang on, let me cut through this, or just peel this tape off. A VAMP in the classified line. Like, it seemed like such a no-brainer. Well, okay, it didn't seem like a no-brainer. Because consider this, right? When the classified line started with this guy right here, 00 Snake Eyes, who I keep as a reference at my workbench at all times. When this line started, we didn't know if it was going to be a real line or not. We didn't know if we were going to get like 4 figures a year or whatever. And I've said this before, and if you've heard it, you know, I do think it bears repeating for, man, these wheels are so big. This is great. I think it bears repeating for anybody who might not have heard it before. We didn't know what this line was going to be. We didn't know if it was going to be retail. We didn't know if it was going to be Hasbro Pulse only. We didn't know anything. And now, 4 years later, right? 4 years? We've got Clutch in the VAMP that everybody's having to find room for on their shelves, which is absolutely becoming a bigger concern every single day. Space, I have to think, is starting to become as much of an issue for people as pricing is, or at least, up there in considerations of what you're basing your purchasing on. As you all know, if you listen to Audible Interlude, be careful when you're opening this up. Just be careful. Don't just grab it and smash that or anything. Look at this film. This is all like static cling film stuff. Let me get a better angle here. Get those tires out of the way. I'd be careful holding it by those as well. It's actually going to be kind of tough to get the right kind of grip on it to get this cling wrap or whatever it is. Clinger wrap, since it's the Army. I don't know. This is as much as it's making my skin crawl listening to this noise and touching this stuff. This is a fantastic way to have safely packed this item. I'm very impressed with it. Again, I've mentioned this in other reviews. I'm always impressed with the thought that these companies put into how they package items. It really is, like, it's a lot. Like, think about that. That's a whole job. How do we design the packaging to keep this item safe? Look at the sharpness, the detail. This is beautiful. Okay, so I think with the box gone, this is small enough that I can put the camera back in its normal position and proceed from there. Okay, thank goodness. Because at my age, there's only so long I can stand awkwardly reaching around a tripod without suffering issues. So, here we go. Back in our normal frame. Oh, it's beautiful. You guys, it's beautiful. Look at it. Look at the mirrors. The mirrors are so reflective. They look great. Oh, the seats. Look at the dashboard. Look, check it out. Now, oh, that's right. It's got the suspension. Oh. I think I might, I don't know. I guess that's a good enough look. I don't think we need to take, I was going to say I might dismount. Oh, wait. Here, wait. There we go. I was thinking about dismounting the phone and doing a handheld, but there's no reason to. You can see everything as well as you need to, I believe. That's all Tampo, as has been pointed out. Absolutely beautiful. Look at what? Did I know about this? What? Sorry, I just realized you can't see what I'm looking at. Look at this little. What is this? How cool is that? Seats just look fantastic. They look so nice in that tan color. You've got the classic to unlatch label. No step labels though. Oh. Look how good is this going to look next to that Dragonfly. Oh yeah, we haven't even looked at the front really. Oh. Now, if you so desire, well, yeah, I don't know if you could get to this. if you're crazy enough, you can probably figure out a way to dismount this and put a longer length of rope on this, or maybe even a different color. I'll be honest, I'm not wild about the white. But that's something the customizers may play around with a little bit. It's a little easier to wind that up if there's some tension on the rope. There we go. And then these, of course, these little, I guess, toe hooks, toe loops, whatever you want to call them. And then our hood opens up. Look at that. This is beautiful. I love how the top of the windshield has the polarization. Oh, is the rearview mirror also... No, the rearview mirror doesn't have the same treatment as the side mirrors. Because I imagine it would... I don't know. I don't know why. These are separate pieces, whereas this is part of this, so maybe it would have been too hard to put because these are stickers. I don't know. All right, this is beautiful. We got to continue on. Before I attach or do anything, let me zoom back out. I'm going to take a look at the instructions here. I'm just going to set them down here so I can see them. Wheels on first. I'm sure I don't really need to look at the instructions, but at the same time, if you don't look at the instructions and you make a mistake, who do you blame? The person in the mirror. That guy. Right there. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that gorgeous profile, that vamp profile, and suspension, independent suspension. Oh, how much fun is that? I love it. It rolls beautifully. Beautiful, beautiful rolling. And I will say again, this is larger than I thought it was going to be. Here's Clutch for a comparison size-wise. Here's where he stands. I mean, this is a big chunk of vehicle. Okay, now let's set it over to the side, take a look at the accessories in the, I think, new largest one of these we've gotten. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's everything out of that one. And our turret is protected by this nice piece of plastic just in there. Oh, let me pop that right back out. I think these are the same guns that are on Serpentor's Chariot. Possibly. I'm not going to go look at them. Sorry. But I actually sorry guys, it's been a long day. It's been a long year already. 2024 has been a rough one for the West family. Okay, so I like that well, first of all, you can pull them off and use them with the figures. Oh, this whole thing is modular. Oh, of course it is, because at some point this is going to be a rack of rockets rather than two guns put together. Which way did this go? I don't know. I don't know if I'm putting this back on right. I don't think I am. I think it goes the other way. I should probably look at a picture to see. But anyway, yeah. At some point, this is going to be 4 rockets instead of 2 guns. These do not attach on here. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think that's right. Or do they go... Huh. Well, no, that's not right. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, they're secure enough. So I like this little assemblage here. It's pretty cool. It is reminiscent of the original, but sort of updated to have, honestly, a little more play value. Now, as to how... Oh, wait, never mind. I think we know how these are controlled. All right, so that goes on there. Turrets, it turrets. Like I said, everybody, long year. Turns. I wish the peg here, because it's just a peg, it doesn't snap into place. You just plug it down. So it's not as secure on that as maybe I'd like it to be. Not a huge deal, but eh. But it's got as nice of an angle as I need it to have. And let's see here. Let's find some good blast effects, because I just want to see it. Pop that right in there. That right in there. And that looks really cool. Could probably use bigger ones, but that's good enough for our purposes for right now. Okay. And now we've got other things. Oh, wow. A ton of other stuff. Okay. Oh, that's right. Because Clutch has a bent up shot blaster. Sorry. That's bent. It's soft. I don't care for that. It's not great. Just needs to be heated up, straightened out. Let's take a look at all this while we're here. Well, we'll look at the things that go with Clutch first. He's got his Steel Core helmet. And it is a helmet, which is interesting. My assumption was that it was just going to be an alternate head, but it is a helmet, and it fits nicely on Clutch. Looks great. The colors match up pretty well. I'm probably not going to put that on him. I don't know who. Maybe this will be my official VAMP co-pilot. I don't know. We'll see. But this helmet should fit on most of your classified figures. And we've got an axe. That very, very blunt axe. That's really more of a hammer. Huh. Maybe it is more. Maybe it's meant to be more of a hammer. Alright. So our axe goes... Oh my gosh. Look at the storage back here. So our axe goes right here. And it slides down into place and stays there pretty nicely. Got our jerry cans. Almost exactly like the original. Got a little handle on them. They can interact with the figure. Look great. Pop those right in there. The fire extinguisher, which is such a nice touch. And one of those toy photographer things. Actually, I'm going to move our turret out of the way here, because I know we've got a couple of things to get into place. So this clips into place right here. There you go. What else have we got? On the front, got some kind of tarp situation maybe, which, if you listen to the most recent episode of Audible Interlude, you know just how valuable a tarp can be in the world of GI Joe. I'm actually going to push that on that way, just to get a firmer grip on pushing that down. So that goes there, and these are, oh, you know what I should do? I should go grab my vamp. I'll do it after I get this put together. We'll do our comparison. Okay. And then you've got the, whatever this piece is, some kind of sensor equipment or something. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. Tell me in the comments. Shovel. A tactical shovel, if you will. Still working on the Audible Interlude tactical shovel. So it's got a little flash left on it. And that is going to go right there. Okay, cool. A couple of ammo boxes. Oh, okay, that's going to make the turret look much better, I think. But how do these attach, or do they just sit there? I don't know how I feel about that. A wrench that I don't believe actually has storage. Oh, it does. That goes on clutch. Handlebars that I think can be put kind of wherever you want. You can clip them up here if you want, or you can put them on the side. I'm going to clip mine right there just for now. Or handles. I guess they're not really handlebars. They're handles. Okay. So when I was trying to press this on, I noticed some bending there. So I recommend a little support when you're attaching that. Just because I wouldn't put any more stress on any parts of this than you absolutely have to. So you got your handles, your O-poop handles, as it were. And then your lights with beautiful translucent lenses. Looks like they're attached pretty nicely, so you're not going to have to worry about losing those like you do with your hydrofoil. Pop that down. And again, use that, use your thumb for support when you're putting this on. Don't just go putting a bunch of pressure on this thing all willy-nilly. Now, will that yes, the windshield still snaps into place. If you can see, there's a little latching system here, and it does still latch into place with those lights up there. And then your final set, go on your front portion here. And it doesn't want to sit. That just shot at me. I was just threatened. I was assaulted by this thing. So let's take a look at how these are designed. Because I'm trying to... oh, okay, there is a specific slot. Where that goes, you line it up with that slot. Okay, that's good, so it won't be crooked or off-center or anything. And those work the same way. Beautiful. Now let's figure out these. I'm really confused at how these are supposed to stay in place. I mean, do they just sit here? That seems so odd. Because in the instructions, like, there's a push down as though something happens there, but very clearly nothing happens. They just sit there. I don't love that. I'm not going to lie. That seems a little, I'm hesitant to use the word lazy, but I don't love it. All right, so let's get that back into place. Oh, wow. This little situation. Yeah, why don't they sit on this? This isn't even in... huh. Okay. So this is a removable piece, modular, like everything else up here. I bet the ammo boxes are meant to sit on that. And there was some kind of miscommunication here because look, that little ledge isn't even on this. So somebody improved this design between when these instructions were printed up and when the thing was actually, yeah, I bet you anything, those ammo boxes are meant to sit on that little ledge. Let's put that theory to the test. Put that in there. I mean, it's not like they're a perfect fit or anything, but it's better than them just sitting on the side. Slide that through there. Yeah, that has to be the intent with those. Although, shouldn't this be feeding in that way or vice versa? I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to, if you cannot deal with the wonky functionality here, you could always just leave those off, but I'm not going to do that. That'll work fine, or I'll fiddle around with it and figure out what will work better, but for our intents and purposes, this is how it's staying for the moment. All right. All right, we're back, and let's just get some dimensions here. I know you can look these up easily enough, but we're here. Why not take a look? So this is roughly 13.5 inches long by, at its widest point, a little over 7 inches wide. This is a big boy, and I love it. It's great. But how does it stack up against the original? Look at this neat little military package right here. It's funny, in my head, the original Vamp, I like these kind of out like that. In my head, the original Vamp is more this color. This is a much lighter green than I picture it being when I think about it. But there it is. As you can see, just great upgrades all around on the new one, while absolutely retaining the profile. But you may be wondering, where did some of these new features come from? Who had the idea to add these things onto the classic vehicle? Well, look at this. There is the modern era Vamp from, I hope there's a year on this thing, 2001. Oh, interesting. 2001. What in the world? Vamp was coming out in 2001. Huh. Look, this thing's all crooked. I'm pretty positive this is the one, this is the 25th anniversary Vamp, which is, it's beautiful, by the way. But 2001, that would have been still in the 3-packs and stuff. I think the Real American Hero stuff coming out. This wasn't even GI Joe versus Cobra yet. But anyway, this is a great looking Vamp. It's beautiful, and you can see where a lot of the design cues came from. This one actually has a little removable shovel. A lot of the design cues came from this one, which I think is great. Use whatever pieces of GI Joe lore work to make things more interesting and better. Okay, so now that that's all done, we're going to take a look at Clutch. And Clutch just looks absolutely great. Looks like Johnny Gargano. A lot of character there. I mean, he basically looks like exactly like he does in the new Duke comic, which is awesome. And if you haven't read it, check it out. We're doing reviews on Audible Interlude. We've done special episodes. We'll be covering them during regular episodes as well. Basically, whenever we need to or can do a review of the new comics, we're going to work it in because we are loving them. And they're definitely taking their inspiration from the classified designs, which I think is a good thing. Synergy is good for a brand, especially when I hate these stupid things so much. And I get it. I understand this is what we got to do to get these characters looking different, but they just never sit right. They get stuck around the stupid thigh swivel. Ugh, hate them. But I get it. I get it. All right. So anyway, he's got his little tool belt around his thigh over here, and that is where that nice little wrench is going to go. Pretty cool. The vest looks great. Oh, and here, since we're here, here's the original Clutch. I'm not going to bother with the ME Clutch because it really was pretty much an update. But you can see all the design stuff is there, along with some cool additions. I think they did a really nice job of translating him. This Clutch I would consider to be pretty much peak classified. I don't think he could be a whole lot better than he is. I like the tattoos. I know a lot of people aren't necessarily in favor of them. I like them a lot. He feels good too. Plastic is solid. His joints move well. It all works. I have to address this because I do talk about little things like this, so I feel like I do have to mention this. Obviously, that doesn't look good. But it's one of those design things that I understand. And I would rather have the black in the front here than brown in the back here. That would be even weirder. Like this, I can maybe mentally excuse some kind of weird boot design or something. I don't know. It's not great, but there are limitations to this manufacturing and how these things have to be done, and I can deal with it. So he has got a hand blaster with some really nice, unique detailing. Paint on these is always great, and it does have a port for blast effects. And that is going to go right into that chest holster. Looks great. Love it. He has got one of the new sort of technical, I believe this might be the same helmet that comes with Heavy Artillery Roadblock. Looks cool. I like it. I know people don't love as a matter of fact, is this... Hang on. This guy just still happens to be over here. I think it's the same helmet. Yeah, same helmet that's on the 60th Soldier, which is fine. I don't mind them sharing. It's the military. Of course they're going to share common pieces of equipment. Naturally. It'll pop right on there. We already talked about his bent up shot blaster. Oh, it would have been nice to have somewhere to put... I guess you could do that if you really wanted to. But it would have been nice to have a clip or something in there to put this in. I'm not super going to worry about it, but that's okay. And then we already took a look at the helmet here. So that's it. I believe I've gone on long enough. Oh, and you've got a little foot. I believe if you wanted to, I don't know how much these are going to tolerate. You could reasonably get somebody kind of hanging on the side here. Maybe. Maybe not. I think you can make this work. I believe in you. I believe in you as a figure photographer or toy collector or whatever it is you might be, that you can get a cool pose on the side here. Oh, tires are rubber, by the way. I didn't even talk about that. So let's move on from, I believe in your posing skills. Tires are rubber and are inflated too. I mean, not really inflated, but hollow. So they feel like tires. It's awesome. Oh, and I guess I should see how well Clutch actually fits in here with his little tool business going on. Wow, is this going to be difficult? I guess putting him in from the top is the best way to go. I'm just going to remove the turret entirely. And I am not going to put his hands on the steering wheel. I have confidence that that'll, that's doable. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time trying to make that happen. Although they're close enough. So, and he can sit in there lower too. I think you might, if you bend his knees, he will actually sit lower down. So that's how he sits. Can't quite see out of the windshield, but considering the original was the same way, I'm not super worried about it. And it looks good. I mean, it looks cool. And we'll tell you what, let's go ahead and give him a riding buddy. Let's put our 00 Snake Eyes in there too, just to get the full two Joes. Just out looking for cobras. Oh yeah, if you bend the knees, that makes a huge difference. So bend those knees just a little bit, and they'll fit in there much better. So that's it. GI Joe Classified Series Vamp is absolutely a success. I love it. I can't wait to put it on the shelf. I'm glad I only got one because it is a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. I can't wait to have something to tow behind it. And there it is. Oh, gosh, it just rolls so smoothly. I want to take this thing outside in the mud because it was raining all night last night and all day today. I want to take this thing outside in the mud and just go and jump some stuff with it. But I'm not going to do that because I don't feel like cleaning up a $100 toy that I just bought. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. New reviews all the time. As much GI Joe as I can possibly fit, and what doesn't fit goes to audiblearmy.com, so check that out. Check out Audible Interlude, a GI Joe podcast, and just spread the word. I like reviewing all kinds of different things, up to and including Brian Blessed figures. So whatever I can get my hands on, I like to review. Thanks for watching, and until next time, yo Joe. It's Johnny Vampy.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.